What up? What it do, cyber world? It is your girl, the one and only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com. AshSaidIt.com. This is the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. Yes. Over 1,100 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. I am so thankful for you guys. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being on this journey with me. More and so much more greatness is yet to come. Just stay tuned. It's going to be real interesting how things unfold. Very interesting. Indeed. All right, so I had a question from the Twitter. Yes, the Twitter. I had someone ask me about my locks. They said, what did your mom say when you first got locks? And I appreciate that question. It was quite an interesting situation, so to speak. Because at that point, I had exhausted every hairstyle that I possibly could natural. So I'd gone to the Dominicans. I let them blow it out. I was flat ironing, which was damaging the hair even more. I was doing twists. I was doing braids. I was doing cornrows. I was doing it all. Anything that you can possibly think about doing to hair. I had done it to my hair several times over, to the point where it wasn't helping to manage my hair. My hair in its natural state, it needs some kind of organization. It needs some kind of management systems. So that's why locks worked for me, and sister locks are absolutely positively the best decision, the best investment I've ever made in my hair, because this hair is absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love it. I absolutely positively love it. But to answer your question, yeah, my mom, when I decided that I was going to do locks, I was not in a corporate setting. I was a full-time caregiver, and my mom asked me several times, she's like, are you sure that's really what you want to do? Because in her mind, I feel like, because she, we are Jamaican, and there's a certain connotation of people that have locks at their roster, which is not a true statement. That is a generalization of a people. And she didn't want me to get targeted, and she didn't want me to feel, I don't know, slighted by a society or whatever. Well, too late for that. That's already happened. And she wanted me to fully understand there are going to be people that misunderstand me anyways. But with the lock situation, there are going to be generalizations that happen, and I need to just be ready for it and just be prepared. And I totally was. So after I told her, look, I am going to do this. This is something I want to explore and see what happens from it. Then she was like, okay, you like it. I love it. I'm not going, I've said my piece. I've let you know how I feel about things. And if you still feel the same way, then hey, that is up to you. That is totally up to you. And so I went ahead and I got interlocks. I'd gotten interlocks. And when I got the interlocks, the person that put them in, she spaced them out way too much. I look like Hellraiser's baby, y'all. It was not cute. I'm not even going to lie. For the first 6 months, I had my head wrapped every single day. I hated this hair. I absolutely hated it. Once it started to grow and fill in and start to form its pattern, or whatever the case you may say, it looked better. But at first, it was an embarrassment. I hated it. I tried to embrace it. I got some cute little clips. I looked crazy. I looked absolutely ridiculous. And that's when I kind of started to second guess myself. But I was like, no, I made this commitment. I made this commitment to locks, and I'm going to let the process go. And that was the best decision that I could have made, be it that I've never had locks before. So I'd grown up a lot. When you're West Indian, you grow up with greasing your scalp. You grow up with the pink lotion and all the other stuff that we've used throughout the years. This was the first time that I was told, do not put anything in your hair. If you want your hair to lock, which is a natural state of the hair actually matting into itself, you need to let your hair just breathe, just grow. You get your little spritz bottle, put your favorite little essential oils in it, spritz, and then just go. Don't add product to your hair, because it's going to weigh the hair down, and it's going to prevent the locking process, or delay the locking process. And so once I got through that, and then the locks got longer, and then I could kind of style it a little bit. They were cute. But I didn't have the versatility of being able to curl the locks the way that I wanted to, or style them in certain aspects, because the locks were very big and chunky. So, okay, so we're going to take a break. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll come back and tell you more about my locks journey. So, hang tight. Be right back.
Did you know that some foods can cause weight gain, body aches, and extreme fatigue? These are just some of the symptoms of food intolerance. Well, what is food intolerance? Food intolerance can occur when the body cannot properly digest certain foods. This can result in acid reflux, migraines, and so many other painful issues. How do you find out what foods are causing this irritation? It's easy. Pinner test. With 500,000 satisfied clients worldwide, Pinner test is the #1 way of identifying foods that may be causing discomfort. This simple at-home kit is easy to use, with results usually within 2 weeks via email. It's that simple, all right? What are you waiting for? Go visit pinnertest.com and use my special promo code AshSaidIt for your discount today.
Yeah, so as my journey with locks continued, I got a little bold, got a little rebellious. I was like, oh, you know what? I can follow the instructions on the box. Yeah, just 1, 2, 3. Follow the instructions. Woo-de-woo. And I colored my hair a few times with box color. And didn't really take, eventually faded off and didn't last. So in my mind space, I was like, if I do like a really, really, really bright color, maybe I can get the color that I really intend to get, which is like this auburn brown color. It's beautiful auburn color. So I was like, you know what? Let's do some honey blonde. Yeah, let's do some honey blonde. And then I'll get the brown color that I want. Okay? I did the honey blonde, y'all. I followed the instructions exactly to par on the box. Now, I did say to delay it for like another 30 or so minutes, because with natural hair, it's going to take a little bit longer for it to lift the color. So I did that, y'all. And I literally looked like freaking... it looked like my head was on fire. It was so bright. It was crazy. And absolutely positively nothing what I wanted it to be. But like a G, because y'all know I'm gangster with it, I wrote it out. And I made it what it was, which was my style at that time. And I rolled with it. I rolled with it until eventually it did fade to look like a really awesome color. But by that point, my hair was already damaged. And I decided to shave my head and, a whole bunch of other stuff, aside from that. But to start off with my hair, originally my mom was not necessarily for it, but she respected my decision, which she always did, everything that I did. And why she was my #1 supporter, my #1 cheerleader, is because every single decision that I made in life, she may not have necessarily understood why I wanted to do it or how I was going to go about accomplishing it, but she never discouraged it. And that is what made the biggest difference for me and helped to push me into my legacy and where I am today. So I hope that answered your question. I think I babbled on a little bit more about the hair, but the hair situation it's still a journey. My hair is long now. The sister locks are long, so they're all like down my neck and sitting on my collarbone. I'm so loving this. Yes. And the color is popping, so we got some summer popping color going on. So that's the story. That's the story. But I love you guys to pieces. Thank you so very much. Keep sending me your questions at OneLoveAsh, the number 1LoveAsh. For your questions, comments, concern, if you got a question for me, you can email me at any point at info@ashsaidit.com. That is info@ashsaidit.com. And I will get back to you as soon as I can. Keep in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You look them square in the face and you tell them, don't believe me, just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is way better, baby. It's so much better. I will talk to you guys later. Deuces.